Hey guys, Danny here again, and today we're going to be talking about having no friends. That's pretty much the story of my life. So I'll tell you a bit about how that came to be, and also I'll give you the pros and cons. So anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to get into the backstory of how I ended up having no friends. Well, it all started when I was a little boy, and I was very shy, and we moved around a lot. I think I went to 12 schools in total. That's a lot of schools. It was pretty much like one school per year. So by the time I would settle into a school, I did manage to make a couple friends throughout the years, but they were really short-lived friendships. Most of the time I was the target of bullying, since I was so quiet and I was usually the new kid in school. As the years rolled on, I did manage to make a couple friends in high school. I had a little group, but I was always still the target of bullying. And those friends from high school, I maintained a couple of the relationships for about 5 years after high school, and one of them I maintained pretty regularly until I was about 30. What am I now? I'm 41 now, I think. Anyway, we also drifted apart over the last 10 years, and I only speak to him maybe once every 3 to 6 months, if that. So I'm pretty much friendless. I don't want to turn this into a sob story video, so I'm not going to, but I'll run through some of the pros and cons that I've figured out being friendless. Okay, we'll start with the pros, and the first pro that comes to mind is independence. Now, when you have a large group of friends, I can imagine that a lot of the decision making on social events would be quite difficult, and everyone has to agree on where we're going to go on this night and what are we going to do. And well, being friendless, you can go wherever you want, do whatever you want. You don't have to answer to anybody. It's quite liberating. For the last 10 years, I pretty much traveled alone when I used to go overseas, and I loved the fact that I could go home when I wanted to, go where I wanted to, plan my holiday how I wanted it to be. I could do anything. Now, if I had a really good friend along with me, I would have to make compromises. So I am a little bit selfish in a way. Like, I like to do what I want to do, so that comes in handy. Being independent, not having a friend, I can do what I want when I want, and I don't have to compromise. So that's one. The second pro that I can think of is like self-reflection, self-discovery. Without such a large group of friends or a few friends, you get to spend a lot of time working on yourself, looking inside yourself, and I found myself being able to grow as a person more without the distraction of having a large social network. That's a pro to me, and I don't think that would be very possible with too many people around. So that solitude is great for self-discovery. The third that I can think of is reduce drama and reduce stress. When you have a group of friends, there is like inner fighting, and sometimes you have to choose sides, and it's like with family. Like, I can't help the fact that I've got a family, and they argue a lot, and I end up being in the middle. Hey Danny, why are you picking their side? Look at this, look what they've done to me. So I've got enough of that already. Imagine having a large circle of friends, and that stuff goes on, and it goes on a lot, I can imagine, from when I was in my younger years, and I did manage to have some friends at some points in time. So reduce stress. It's relaxing. And the last one is, I would say, is decision making, which is closely related to the first one. I'll just touch on it a bit more. Like, everything I do in my life, there is no external influence. whether it be a change in career or where I want to go, what I want to do. There is no external influence. So what I end up with is making decisions based on what I really want, instead of having a bunch of people telling me their opinions and then I come up with a different conclusion based on all these external influences. So that's fantastic. Okay, now let's move to the cons. One of the cons I can think of is loneliness, which probably started about 10 years ago when I first started to have pretty much no friends. As much as I enjoyed going out by myself and choosing where I go, doing what I want, every now and then, I'd see a group of guys that are close-knit and they'd be doing something fun together, having a laugh, high-fiving each other, being typical boys. And I would sometimes get a little bit of sadness thinking, oh, that would be nice. And I come back to my reality and think, well, I like being able to do what I want to do, and that's probably the most important thing to me. I don't have a lot of free time as it is, so the free time that I have, I'd rather be able to pick the activities I want to do without anyone's external influence. So loneliness can be a factor, but I'd still rather be on my own and be friendless. And the second one is lack of social support or emotional support. So say like when you're sick, or say you need to move house, and you got no one to call up and say, hey Bobby, can you give me a hand this weekend to move some furniture? I have to call furniture removals for that. I can't call anybody. There's no one to call. I'm alone. Help me. No, but anyway, that's fine. See, like again, I'd still rather be alone. The freedom of making my own choices and being able to do what I want to do far outweighs any of the cons that I'm going to bring up. What else is there? Another one would be missed opportunities. Because when you have a large circle of friends, a lot of opportunities can come up. Whether it be, someone might want to one of your friends might want to start a business with you, or they have some exciting ideas and they want you to join in on that venture with you, or like getting advice on certain situations. I have to rely on good old Google for that. So yeah, without friends, you'll probably miss some opportunities of doing things that you probably normally wouldn't do, and that could actually help your personal growth. But it's something I'm willing to accept for my freedom. The last one I can think of is limited perspectives. So when you have a large group of friends, everyone has different opinions on different subjects, and you may think you know it all, but you don't. So you may be having a conversation regarding politics or climate change, or name your thing, and you're not the smartest person in the world, so you don't know everything. But having a large group of friends, you got people from different backgrounds that have different perspectives on life, and they can help you gain a new perspective and help you grow. But again, I got Google for that, I got YouTube. So I wouldn't say I'm biased with a lot of my opinions, because when I do my research on certain subjects and things that I'm interested in, I generally watch videos on both viewpoints, so opposing sides, so that way I can get a clear picture and make up my own mind. So that's fine. So after about 10 years of having absolutely no friends pretty much, I've come to the conclusion I'm happy this way. I do have a family that's close to me, and they offer enough support for me to be happy. I've got a little son who's 2 years old now, and that's fantastic. I've got a wife, my dad and my mum and my brothers, sister. I'm set. And I've got the internet. I love the internet. YouTube gives me all the friendship I need. But anyway, so that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below. Are you a friendless person like me? Is the internet your best friend? It's my best friend. Anyway, that's it there. So, have a lovely day. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.